Welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily. This is a video that you do not want to miss. In today's video, I want to take you through the top crypto stories of the day, different video clips, different pieces of information that you need to know about, deep dives on some altcoins that you need to be aware of so you can make the smartest decisions in the cryptocurrency space, whether you're an investor, whether you're an enthusiast. There's so much going on in the space, so much history, so much innovation and integration. Let's get to it. If you appreciate the daily content, smash the like button. I'll do it right now, and we'll start right here. First of all, let's take a look at the DXY, the US dollar currency index. As you know, throughout all of this year and some of last year, it's been going parabolic. And when the value of the dollar is increasing versus other fiat currency, that means investable assets like crypto, maybe they are decreasing. At least that's been the case this year. Well, the DXY, it's not going to keep running up forever. And when this parabolic run stops or slows down, stocks and crypto will have some real fun. In other news, Ford, one of the biggest American car companies in the world, has just filed 19 metaverse trademark applications. This includes virtual cars, trucks, vans, virtual clothing, online stores, all for NFTs and metaverse-related things. In other news, and this is a big one for Ethereum, SEBA Bank to provide Ethereum staking services to institutions, meaning institutions, it's becoming easier for them to get into Ethereum and now get into Ethereum staking. So, in an announcement sent to Cointelegraph, Swiss digital asset banking platform SEBA Bank said that it has launched an Ethereum staking service for institutions that want to earn yields from staking on the Ethereum network. According to the firm, the move is a response to the growing institutional demand for decentralized finance DeFi services. According to one of their executives, Matthias, the firm believes that institutions can also play a role in securing the Ethereum network by staking ETH, explaining, quote, "The launch of our Ethereum staking services will enable institutional investors to play a key role in securing the future of the network via a trusted, secure, and fully regulated counterparty." The executive believes that the upcoming merge is a very important milestone for the network in terms of security, scalability, and sustainability. The executive also added that launching ETH staking for institutions allows their firm to keep up with the rapidly evolving digital asset space. You'll love to see it. The fact is, the Ethereum Merge is now just days away. Everybody is talking about it. Everybody is preparing for it. 84.4% of all Ethereum nodes are now ready for the merge. With the merge being days away, let's jump over to core developer Preston Van Loon, just interviewed on Laura Shin's Unchained podcast, where he answers two questions. So 2 clips. If you're still wondering exactly what the merge will mean for Ethereum, core developer Preston Van Loon gives a great TLDR on what's going on at the technical level and how it affects the space. So first question, technically, what will happen when Ethereum merges?
The merge, in short, is a switch from proof of work to proof of stake. How Ethereum comes to consensus on blocks in the blockchain. The reason it's called a merge is that we already launched the proof of stake side in another blockchain called the Beacon chain. This is running, alongside the proof of work chain and has been for, I think, about a year and a half, since December of 2021 or 2020, a year and a half ago. And the reason we did it that way is we really wanted to test it and make sure it works. The proof of stake as a concept and the model that's been designed is really going to work. And now that we've been running it for a considerable amount of time and sort of got it up to a scale that has a large economic security with billions at stake, say, okay, now it's time to do the switch. So effectively, we will take the Beacon chain and merge it with the proof of work chain or the main chain of Ethereum and effectively remove the proof of work part there and use the proof of stake to come to consensus on the blockchain.
And perhaps even a greater question, How will the Ethereum Merge impact Ethereum, according to you, core developer, and how will the Ethereum Merge impact the greater cryptocurrency space? Watch this.
So if Ethereum pulls this off, what impact do you see it having on Ethereum as well as the larger crypto space?
There are a lot of really important benefits to come to the switch of proof of stake. So the one that is probably the most evident is the efficiency gain, right? Proof of work is very expensive in terms of computation, in terms of resources, hardware, and energy. And now with the switch to proof of stake, there's not as much computational requirements. So I like to think about it as if you wanted to be a block producer today, before the merge, you almost need an entire data center or larger of hardware, a fleet of hardware to hash enough information to come up with the right answer for a block, right? You're doing a lot of work, the proof of work part. Well, now, in proof of stake, it's as simple as, or it can be done on something as simple as a consumer grade hardware, like a laptop. So a lot of us have been running on a Raspberry Pi, which is like an $80 piece of hardware that, middle schoolers use to tinker with and learn about computers, right? It's really cheap hardware and costs nothing to run essentially. It costs very little. So that in itself is a really amazing trade-off or benefit that comes with this. And, the energy, it's hard to quantify, but there is some reduction in carbon emissions, which is really great. That's not really why we're doing it, but the energy efficiency has a lot of benefits to it. I think the other pieces that we like to highlight are that it makes it more decentralized, right? Like in the example I just gave, you would need an entire data center to be a block producer, or people usually do is they join a pool and pool the resources with others. Well, now you as an individual with a minimal investment can be a block producer, can be a participant. And we just really lower that barrier to entry for at-home stakers, for more individuals, and make that pool of participants more decentralized, because the decentralized future is not 3 or 4 large organizations producing blocks. It's a much larger group of people.
Final piece of info on Ethereum before we move on to some altcoins. Layer 2 transactions are starting to catch up with Ethereum mainnet transactions. In case you didn't know, Ethereum is scaling. Love to see it. Now, let's get to some altcoins that we don't normally talk about. First up, Algorand has just went through a major upgrade. Let me tell you about it. Algorand upgrades boosts its speed, adds trustless cross-chain communication. What do we need to know? Well, pure proof of stake, PPOS as they call it, blockchain Algorand has introduced cross-chain communication and transaction speed improvements with the latest upgrade to its protocol. The Layer 1 blockchain network announced the implementation of state proofs to its mainnet, which introduced trustless communication between different blockchain protocols. The upgrade also increased Algorand's processing speed from 1,200 to 6,000 transactions per second. The upgrade also includes the provision of new tools for devs, as well as on-chain randomness capabilities for decentralized applications, for dApps running on Algorand. On-chain randomness is a key feature of Algorand's PPOS consensus, in which network validators are chosen at random despite the respective amounts of staked Algorand tokens. State proofs, if you're unaware, state proofs are cryptographic proofs of Algorand's state that allows dApps on other blockchains to trustlessly verify Algorand transactions. The upgrade also increased the block size to 5 megabytes and a sub 4-second block latency and finality. The introduction of state proofs allows Algorand to securely connect to different blockchain networks without using intermediaries. Necessary because cross-chain interoperability and connectivity have mainly been powered by cross-chain bridges and validator networks, which have been subject to high-level exploits in recent times. So major win and major upgrade for Algorand. Major win for Polygon. Ethereum sidechain, Ethereum L2 Polygon will continue hiring despite the market downturn, as they told Bloomberg. Ethereum scaling solution Polygon plans to continue hiring despite the bear market and choppy macro conditions, it said this week. This will include plans to increase its overall headcount by over 40%, according to an interview by Bloomberg. They said the company hopes to add 200 people to its team by the end of 2022. You'll love to see it. In other news, a different altcoin, Injective. Wow, 600,000 Injective tokens have been burned forever. Every week, fees collected from Injective dApps are burnt through auctions. This is great for tokenomics, right? Supply and demand. Injective has pioneered a novel token burn mechanism in which the entire process is led by the DAO. And real quick, if you're unfamiliar, what is Injective? Injective Protocol is a decentralized exchange of DEX that offers cross-chain margin trading, derivatives, and Forex futures trading. The Injective Protocol is built on the Cosmos blockchain as a Layer 2 application. The protocol uses cross-chain bridges, which allows traders to access cryptocurrencies from platforms such as ETH and Polkadot. In other altcoin news, speaking of X to earn, in this case, move to earn, how many people are familiar with Stepn official? Stepn is a Web3 lifestyle app with social and game elements. The news is that daily active users have increased 100x between February and May for Stepn official. Take a look at this, according to Masari. You'll love to see it. In other news, the Chicago Bulls getting into NFTs. Take a look at this tweet. We asked 23 of the world's most creative artists to reimagine the Bulls logo in their own unique style. We can't wait to see what they came up with. 23 one-of-one NFTs, 24-hour auction on Coinbase NFT. Again, just showing you this has entered the mainstream in such a huge way. Amazing to think about where we've come from. 6 years ago today, September 9th, 2016, the first NFTs launched on Bitcoin called the rare pepes. This is an example of one such rare pepe. In other news, Merriam-Webster Dictionary, the oldest dictionary, has added crypto terms, including metaverse, including altcoin. Altcoin has been added to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. In other news, speaking of X to earn, play to earn, Axie Infinity, Google Cloud to validate transactions on Axie Infinity's Ronin network. In brief, Google Cloud has agreed to run a validator node on the Ronin network, a gaming-centric Ethereum sidechain. Ronin, of course, was attacked in March in one of the largest DeFi heists of all time. About 10% of the funds have been recovered thus far, yet as the blue chip play to earn in the space, they continue to move forward, partnering with Google Cloud to validate Axie Infinity on the Ronin network. Final piece of news, Quentin Tarantino and Miramax have settled their lawsuit over Pulp Fiction NFTs. The battle over Secret Network's Tarantino NFTs, with one already sold for $1.1 million, is finished. Not only with hinting that a possible collaboration between Miramax and Tarantino and Secret Network could happen in the future, but also both parties agreed to dismiss the suit and move on. And I guess Quentin Tarantino is allowed to continue selling or making Pulp Fiction NFTs. All right, my name is Aaron at Altcoin Daily. You subscribe to the channel now, and I will see you tomorrow. Every day we come at you bringing you the latest cryptocurrency news and information. So I'll see you tomorrow, friends.